Hello and welcome to Replacement Player Baseball. Today we're going to see Game 2 of the final season series against the St. Louis Cardinals. We are here on Saturday with one game left in the season tomorrow. The Cubs and Cardinals are facing off with the Cubs trying to fight their way back up over 500 to finish the season. The Cubs today are going to send Blake Snell out to the mound. He is making start number 34 with a 9-10 record, 4.62 ERA, and a 1.46 WHIP. The Cubs lineup today will include Cabrera, Tauchman, Rizzo, Bryant, Santana, Ramos, Hayward out and right, Snell batting 8th, and Paradas batting 9th. The Cardinals are going to send former Cub Alec Mills out to the mound. He is making start number 28 with an 8-3 record, 3.76 ERA, and a 1.10 WHIP. Mills will have a lineup around him of Wong, Goldschmidt, Bader, DeYoung, Dean, Fowler, Molina, Mills, and batting 8th, and Solano, the third baseman, batting 9th. It is 63 degrees, the wind blowing in from right at 12 mph, and these two rivals are going to face off for the next to last time this season. We're going to see, as Snell takes the mound, the Cubs' defensive alignment comes out and Colton Wong steps into the batter's box. The Cardinals coming in at 92-68, first place in the Central, facing off with the Cubs, who are 80-80 and second place in the Central this season. So the Cubs trying to get back up over 500. Snell is on the mound. Here is a 1-2 count, and Snell delivering the pitch. And a liner into center field that's going to get down for a base hit. Santana chasing, but he plays it on the hop. And that is a leadoff single for Colton Wong. Goldschmidt now the batter with nobody out, runner on first. Snell with the first pitch to Goldschmidt. And a liner past the second baseman into right field. That's another base hit. Hayward's throw goes over to third as the runner slides, and Wong is safe. He goes first to third on the Goldschmidt single, and the Cardinals have runners in the corners with nobody out here in the top of the first inning. Bader facing Snell with nobody out, two men on, 1-2 count, and a swing and a miss for strike three. So the fastball at 96 will retire Harrison Bader, and it brings up DeYoung. Snell working with one out, runners on the corners. Here's the 1-1 pitch and a drive into center. And that's a diving play by Santana. It looked like it was going to drop, but he throws it home. The runner tags up and scores. So 2 outs in the inning now as Goldschmidt holds on first. The runner Wong tags up and scores, and we now have a 1-0 Cardinal lead. Nice defensive effort out there by Danny Santana in center. And it brings up Austin Dean with 2 outs, 1 man on, full count pitch from Blake Snell. Here it comes. And a grounder towards second. Cabrera has it. He takes a long time to throw it to first, but on a close play, throwing out the runner to end the inning. So we go to the bottom of the first, Cardinals up by 1. Cabrera now the batter facing Alec Mills here in the bottom of the first inning. 1 strike count. Alec Mills looking for the sign. And here is the pitch. And a drive into center. Going back is the center fielder Harrison Bader. Going back on the warning track, making the catch with his back to the infield for out number 1. Tauchman now the batter. 1 out, nobody on. Here's a 2-2 pitch to Mike Tauchman. Here it comes. And a liner into center field. That will be a base hit as the center fielder Bader plays it on the hop. A 1-out single for Mike Tauchman will bring up Anthony Rizzo. 1 out, 1 man on. Tauchman on first. Rizzo with a 1-2 pitch. And he grounds it over to Goldschmidt. Goldschmidt stepping on the base first and then firing down to second. However, the tag is late and Tauchman slides in safely. So now 2 outs, the runner in scoring position, and Bryant facing Mills in the bottom of the first inning. 2-2 is the count. Bryant grounding it toward third. Picked up, thrown across the diamond, and that will end the inning. So Bryant grounds out 5-3. And the Cubs go to the top of the second, down by 1. Dexter Fowler now facing Blake Snell in the top of the second inning. 2-2 count. Snell working. Here's the pitch. Grounder towards short. Paradas has it. Throws over to first. That is out number 1. Molina now the batter with 1 out, nobody on. 2-2 pitch. Molina waiting for the delivery from Snell. And a check swing, strike 3. Molina is rung up. Second strikeout of the day for Snell. And that will bring up the pitcher, Alec Mills. 2 outs, nobody on. Mills waiting. And a looper behind first base. However, Rizzo's going to get there. And he pulls it in to end the inning. We're going to the bottom of the second of a 1-0 ball game. Santana facing Mills here in the bottom of the second inning. Full count, Santana waiting. That's a swing and a miss for strike 3. And Mills throws the fastball by him for his first strikeout of the game. Wilson Ramos now the batter. 1 out, nobody on. Ramos waiting for the first pitch, and a liner over the third baseman's head into left field. That is going to be a 1-out single for Wilson Ramos. He stops at first, bringing up Jason Hayward. 1 out, 1 man on. Ramos and Hayward is the batter, and Hayward lines that one down the right field line. That might be, it is going to be all the way down in the corner, high off the wall. So Hayward stopping at second with a double. Ramos stopping at third because he's slow. And it brings up the pitcher, Snell, with 1 out, 2 men on. Mills facing Snell. Cubs down by 1 in the bottom of the second inning. Here is the first pitch to Blake Snell. The infield's drawn in. A liner up the middle. Snell drives in the run. 1 run is in. Hayward stopping at third. We have a tie ball game. Blake Snell contributing to his own cause with an RBI single. So 1-1 ball game now brings up Isaac Paradas with 1 out, runners on the corners. Here's a 1-2 pitch to Paradas. And a liner up the middle for another base hit. Paradas is going to have an RBI single. Hayward comes home to score. The pitcher is Snell is advancing to third. He is safe. And that is an RBI single for Isaac Paradas. The Cubs are now up 2-1. As Drupal Cabrera is the next batter. 1 out, runners on the corners. Mills facing Cabrera with a 1-2 count. And there's a swing and a miss for strike 3. So Cabrera set down with the slider. Bringing up Mike Tauschman. 2 outs, runners still on the corners. Tauschman 1 for 1 today. Here's a full count pitch to Tauschman. And he drives that one deep right center field. It's going, and it is caught on the warning track, knocked down by the wind, and that is going to be the end of the inning. Man, Tauschman certainly gave that one a ride, but ultimately just a hair short. We're going to the top of the third. It is a 2-1 Cub lead. Yeah, the wind blowing in from right at 12 mph definitely knocked down that ball out in center field. Solano is going to lead off for the Cardinals in the top of the third, facing Snell. Here's the 1-ball count. Snell with the pitch. Grounder toward first. Rizzo has it. Flips to the pitcher covering the base. That is out number 1. Wong now the batter with 1 out, nobody on. Here's a 1-ball count and the pitch to Colton Wong and a pop up to right. Coming in is Hayward. He is going to get under it and make the catch for out number 2. Goldschmidt now the batter. 2 outs, nobody on. Full count to Goldschmidt, and ball 4 is called. So Goldschmidt takes ball 4 low. He heads down to first. It brings up Harrison Bader. 2 outs, 1 man on. Bader waiting for the first pitch, and a liner past Bryant into left field. That's going to be a 2-out single, which will put runners on first and second for DeYoung. Paul DeYoung batting with 2 outs and a 1-2 count. Snell trying to work out of another jam, and there's a swing and a miss for strike 3 with the changeup. So the Cardinals strand 2. We're going to the bottom of the third of a 2-1 ball game. Anthony Rizzo facing Alec Mills here in the bottom of the third. Full count pitch. Rizzo waiting. Here's the pitch, and that is low. It is ball 4. So it doesn't really matter where you put the infielders on the shift. If you issue the walk, Rizzo will still end up on first. Chris Bryant now the batter with nobody out, runner on first. Here's the pitch to Chris Bryant, and he grounds it to short. The throw to second, the relay to first, and that's not exactly what people have in mind when they say Brizzo. But that was a 6-4-3 double play. Rizzo retired at second and Bryant retired at first. And now Danny Santana is the batter. With 2 outs and nobody on. 2-2 count to Danny Santana, and he swings and misses for strike 3. Mills retiring with the fastball. We're going to the top of the 4th. It is a 2-1 Cub lead. Snell coming back out to work the 4th inning, facing Austin Dean here in the top of the 4th. 2-2 count. Snell with the pitch. Strike 3 is called. A knee-high fastball at 97. And that's going to be the 4th strikeout of the day for Blake Snell. Bringing up Dexter Fowler. 1 out, nobody on. 1-1 count. Fowler waiting for the pitch. Grounder toward 3rd. Bryant picks it up. Throws to 1st. That is out number 2. Molina now the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. Cardinals down by 1. And Snell delivers. That's a pop-up to left. Heading over is Tauschman on the warning track, making the catch for out number 3. So the Cardinals retired in order. We're going to the bottom of the 4th of a 2-1 ball game. Cubs sending Wilson Ramos up to lead off in the bottom of the 4th inning. Here's the first pitch to Wilson Ramos, and that's a grounder towards short, picked up, thrown over to 1st for out number 1. Hayward now the batter with 1 out, nobody on. Hayward 1 for 1 in the game. 2-2 count. Hayward waiting for the pitch, and a grounder toward 1st. Goldschmidt has it, steps on the base. That is out number 2. The pitcher Snell now batting with 2 outs and nobody on. 2-0 count. Snell waiting for the pitch. And there's a drive into center. The center fielder Bader is going to be under it. He's going to make the catch to end the inning. So Snell getting a piece of it, but ultimately flying out. We're going to the top of the 5th. It is a 2-1 Cub lead. Snell now gets to face Mills as a reversal of the previous at-bat. With nobody out in the top of the 5th inning, 1-2 is the count, and Snell's outcome is a little better as he strikes him out on the curveball for out number 1. Solano now the batter, facing Snell with 1 out, nobody on base. Here's the first pitch and a pop-up to right. Hayward heading toward right center is adjusting and making the catch for out number 2. Wong now the batter, 2 outs and nobody on. Full count pitch to Colton Wong and a grounder toward 1st. Rizzo picks it up, steps on the base. Oh no, he flips it to the pitcher? Oh, what kind of confusion happened over there? Rizzo would have been better off just stepping on the base himself. Snell got in the way, and the runner was safe in the confusion. So that's going to be ruled an infield single. However, a mental error there by Blake Snell getting in the way of that play. And now Goldschmidt is the batter with 2 outs, 1 man on. 1-2 is the count, and the runner goes. The throw down in a second. Ramos' throw is late. Oh, it's on time. Oh, it looked like it was late, but the umpire ruled him out anyway. So the Cubs get out of the inning with the caught stealing down at second. We're going to the bottom of the 5th. It's a 2-1 ball game. Paradas facing Mills here in the bottom of the 5th. Leading off for the Cubs with a full count, Paradas waiting for the pitch. And that is a pop-up to center. Coming in is Harrison Bader. Looks like he has a line on it. He'll make that catch for out number 1. Cabrera now the batter, 1 out, nobody on. Cabrera waiting for the 1-2 pitch from Alec Mills. And there is a grounder toward 1st. Goldschmidt has it. He steps on the base himself and makes for out number 2. Tauschman now batting with 2 outs and nobody on. Full count pitch to Mike Tauschman. Here it comes. And a drive deep center field straight away, and Tauschman got all of that one. That is a home run to straightaway center field, giving the Cubs a 3-1 lead. I don't even know, they're not even giving us an official length on it, but he hit that into the upper deck in straightaway center field. Tauschman just crushed that one. So now a 3-1 Cub lead, and Anthony Rizzo is the batter. 2 outs and nobody on. 3-1 is the count. And Mills, looking a little flustered, issues the walk for ball 4. Second walk of the game by Alec Mills, and it brings up Chris Bryant. With 2 outs, runner on 1st. 1 strike count. Bryant drives that one into right. It looks like it's going over the right fielder's head all the way to the wall. Bryant's going to have extra bases. He gets to second, as he stops at second with a double. Rizzo is going to come all the way around to score for an RBI double for Chris Bryant. It is now a 4-1 Cub lead, and Bryant now has 98 RBIs on the season. So Santana, now the batter with 2 outs, runners on second, Cubs up 4-1. Here's the 1-strike pitch to Danny Santana. And a little looper into short left field. That's going to be another base hit. Bryant coming around third. He's trying to score. He slides and he is safe. Chris Bryant scoring the 3rd run of this inning, giving the Cubs a 5-1 lead on the Santana RBI single. And now Wilson Ramos is the batter, and he's going to face Genesis Cabrera. Cabrera's thrown 11 innings this season, allowed 3 walks, 22 strikeouts, and a 4.09 ERA. And Santana over on first is going to be looking to steal in this situation. Cabrera working. Here's the first pitch to Ramos. Ramos looking for the sign. Here's the pitch. And a drive, deep left field. Wilson Ramos hits it out of the ballpark. That is another crushing home run. A 2-run shot by Wilson Ramos, 414 feet out onto the street behind the left field stands. So now it is a 7-1 Cub lead here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And Jason Hayward is the batter with 2 outs, nobody on. Cabrera working with a full count to Hayward. And there's a pop-up to right. I think this will do it. The right fielder is chasing. And Fowler is going to make the catch to end the inning. The Cubs score 5 times with 2 home runs. We're going to the top of the 6th of a 7-1 ball game. Snell now facing Goldschmidt here in the top of the 6th inning. Excuse me. Leading off for the Cardinals with a 1-1 count. And there's a little tapper in front of the plate. The throw goes down to first, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Harrison Bader now the batter with 1 out, nobody on. Here's the pitch, and a pop-up to center. Santana coming in. Paradas going out, and Paradas calls for it to make the catch for out number 2. DeYoung now batting, 2 outs and nobody on. Here's an 0-2 pitch to DeYoung. And a pop-up on the infield. Paradas calling for it. He calls off Cabrera and makes the catch to end the inning. So the Cardinals go down in order. We're going down to the bottom of the 6th inning of a 7-1 Cub lead. Snell is going to be pinch hit for. He has thrown 6 innings, and his day is going to be over. With the Cubs with a 6-run lead, we're going to get John Lester out here on the mound, because quite frankly, this could potentially be John Lester's final appearance as a Chicago Cub. We want to send him out right, so we're going to make sure that he has a chance to pitch here in relief in the Saturday game of this series. Now, Ian Happ is going to be the pinch hitter for the Cubs. Happ is going to face Cabrera here in the bottom of the 6th inning of a 7-1 ball game. Here's a 2-2 count. Happ waiting for the pitch. And that is on the black on the inside corner for the strikeout. That's a fastball at 99. And he strikes out to start off the inning. Paradas now the batter. Facing Cabrera with 1 out, nobody on. 0-2 pitch. Genesis Cabrera dealing. And there's strike 3 swinging. Another fastball at 99. And Paradas strikes out, bringing up Asdrubal Cabrera. With 2 outs, nobody on. 0-2 pitch, Genesis Cabrera. And he pops him up to center. Chasing is Harrison Bader toward left center. He gets under it to make the catch and end the inning. So the Cubs go down in order. We're going to the top of the 7th of a 7-1 ball game. Now, John Lester is going to be brought in. He will actually bat leadoff and pitch, and Ian Happ will be playing second. So Lester coming into the game, he has thrown 97 2/3 innings, 36 walks, 77 strikeouts, and a 4.88 ERA. Lester is actually going to be allowed to finish this game if he's able to. So he's going to face Austin Dean to lead off for the Cardinals here with a 2-2 count in the top of the 7th inning. Lester looking for the sign and the pitch, and a liner into center field. That's going to be a base hit. So Dean leads off the inning with a single, and now Lester will face Fowler with nobody out, one man on. 1-2 count, and Fowler swings and misses for strike 3. That was a cutter that ran in on his hands for the first out of the inning. Molina now the batter. Runner on first, 1 out, full count pitch, and Lester misses outside for ball 4. So he issues the walk. There are now runners on first and second with 1 out. And Matt Carpenter is going to be the pinch hitter for the pitcher spot here in the top of the 7th. He will face Lester with 1 out, 2 men on, and a 1-ball count. And the runners go. The throw goes down to third, but it is late. Lester famously refusing to make pickoff throws, and the runners take liberties against him. That was another great case. So the runners now have second and third with 1 out. Lester facing Carpenter here in the top of the 7th inning. And that simply means that Carpenter, Carpenter's a pretty dangerous hitter, but I don't know if he necessarily warrants an intentional walk right here. I'm not sure. I think we're just going to, with a 2-0 count already, we're just going to intentionally walk him, and that'll put him on first, set up the force at any base. And now Lester will face Solano with 1 out and the bases loaded. Cubs up by 6 in the top of the 7th inning. Here's a 2-2 count, and Lester pops him up to right. This will probably drive in the run. Hayward making the catch and throwing home. The runner coming home, and the throw is in time. Jason Hayward completing the throw him out at home double play to end the inning. So the Cubs escape the jam. The Cardinals strand the runners, and we're going to the bottom of the 7th of a 7-1 ball game. And today's 7th inning stretch is going to be led by Mick Jagger of the Rolling Stones. Now, Matt Magill is going to be the new reliever for the Cardinals. He has thrown 61 innings, allowed 36 walks, 53 strikeouts, and has a 7.82 ERA. Magill facing Tauschman here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Tauschman is 2 for 3 with a home run and an RBI in today's game. Magill, and the Cubs are going to warm up the reliever. Lester got to throw the 7th inning, but we're not putting him out there for another inning. We're going to warm up to Avila to come out and pitch in the 8th. So Magill facing Tauschman with a full count. Magill looking for the sign. And here's the pitch. And that is low for ball 4. So Tauschman drawing the walk. And that will bring up Anthony Rizzo with nobody out. Runner on first. Rizzo facing Magill here in the bottom of the 7th inning. 3-0 count. And he takes the walk. That is ball 4. And so Rizzo heads down to first. And now Bryant is the batter with first and second and nobody out. And the Cubs, realizing that they have an owner goal for some stolen bases, are going to attempt a double steal here in the bottom of the 7th inning. So here is the first pitch to Bryant. The runners go. The throw goes down to third. The slide. And Tauschman is safe. So he has his 9th steal of the season. The Cubs successfully executing the double steal. And Bryant facing Magill now with second and third and nobody out. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Bryant, and he pops it up. Deep center field. This is going to stay in the ballpark. However, the runner is going to tag up and try to score. The throw goes to the cutoff man, and Tauschman scores easily, making this an 8-1 ball game. Santana now facing Magill with 1 out and Rizzo on second. Here's a 3-0 pitch to Santana. That is way outside. He draws the walk on 4 straight. Heading down to first is Santana, and that brings up Wilson Ramos with 1 out. Runners on first and second, excuse me. And here is the 1-1 pitch to Wilson Ramos. and a grounder towards short. Picked up, thrown to second, the relay to first, and that is a 6-4 3-double play, which will end the inning. The Cubs score another run. We're going to the top of the 8th of an 8-1 ball game. Lester is going to be relieved by Sammy T here in the top of the 8th inning, and we're going to see another switch because here's what's going to happen now. Sammy T is going to come in to pitch, and Fegley is going to come in to catch and bat leadoff. Sammy T will come into the number 6 spot in the lineup, and now he will face the top of the Cardinals lineup in the top of the 8th inning. 1-1 count. Sammy T looking for the sign. He is 2-5 with a 6.85 ERA. And there's a grounder toward short. Paradas has it, throws over to first. That is going to be out number 1. Goldschmidt now the batter with 1 out, nobody on. 2-2 count to Paul Goldschmidt. And a drive to right center field. That's going all the way to the wall. That gapper is going to be an extra base hit for Goldschmidt as he rounds first, heading for second. He's going to slide in with a double. So a 1-out extra base hit for Goldschmidt. And that will bring up the next batter, Harrison Bader. 1 out, 1 man on. Full count pitch to Harrison Bader. And that is outside for ball 4. So Sammy T issuing the 1-out walk, putting runners on first and second, and making sure that the double play is in order for the Cubs infield defense. As DeYoung is the next batter. 1 out, 2 men on. 2-1 is the count. And a liner right at Rizzo at first. He catches it to make the 2nd out of the inning. Bader diving back to first barely escapes the tag of Rizzo, and so Austin Dean is now the batter. Dean is 1 for 3 today. He comes up with 2 outs, 2 men on, here in the top of the 8th inning. Dean waiting for the 1-strike pitch, and a drive to left. Chasing his Tauschman, he makes the catch on the run to end the inning. The Cardinals strand 2. We're going to the bottom of the 8th of an 8-1 ball game. McGill will continue to pitch for the Cardinals. He's going to face Jason Hayward here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Hayward waiting for the 1-1 pitch. And there's a drive into center field. I believe that's going to drop in for a base hit. So Hayward has a leadoff single for the Cubs here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Ian Happ now the batter. Nobody out. Runner on first. Happ facing McGill with a 2-1 count. And there's a pop-up on the infield. The first baseman Goldschmidt is actually called off by the second baseman Wong, who makes the catch for the 1st out of the inning. Paradas now batting. He's going to face a new Cardinal reliever. This is David Bednar. Bednar's thrown 17 innings, has a 1-0 record. 3 walks, 15 strikeouts, and a .59 for his ERA. Paradas facing Bednar here in the bottom of the 8th inning with 1 out, 1 man on. 1-2 is the count. Paradas waiting for the pitch. And here it comes, and a swing and a miss for strike 3. So Paradas strikes out on a fastball outside the zone. And it brings up the catcher Fegley. With 2 outs, 1 man on. 1-2 is the count, and Fegley hits a drive deep left field. Kiss it goodbye. The Cubs have a 10-1 lead on the Josh Fegley 2-run homer, 398 feet down the left field line. Fegley coming up big for the Cubs here in the bottom of the 8th inning, adding some insurance runs to this game. And now Mike Tauschman is the batter with 2 outs and nobody on base. Tauschman facing Bednar with an 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. So Tauschman goes down swinging. We're going to the top of the 9th. It is a 10-1 Cub lead. Sammy T is going to come out and try to finish out this game for the Cubs. He needs to get 3 outs without allowing 9 runs. Here's a full count, and Sammy T strikes out Dexter Fowler to begin the inning. He's now going to face Matt Wieters with 1 out, nobody on base, and the Cubs are going to warm up a different reliever. It's going to be Junior Fernandez on the off chance that Sammy T cannot get out of this inning. Here is the first pitch to Wieters, and a drive to left, chasing his Tauschman. This is going to be trouble, and it finds the stands. So Wieters hitting the home run to deep left field, and that is 413 feet. The Cubs now lead this game 10-2. I'm going to go out and visit the mound and say, hey, Sammy T, what's up, buddy? He says, I've got this. Let me do my thing. Junior Fernandez is still warming up out in the Cubs bullpen. So Tommy Edman now is the batter. With one out, nobody on. Sammy T working with a 1-1 count. And here is the pitch to Edman. And a drive into right, that's going to get down for a base hit. Edman with the 1-out single, stopping at first. And now Solano is the batter. Fernandez still warming up in the bullpen with 1 out, runner on first. There's going to be a pickoff throw over to first. And Edman diving back safely. Fernandez still warming up. So Sammy T working to Solano with a 2-1 count. And there's a drive into left. Tauschman on the run, playing it on the hop. That's going to be back-to-back singles for the Cardinals. And I believe Sammy T's day is going to be over, because the Cardinals now have 2 men on and 1 out. Colton Wong is the batter, and Junior Fernandez is ready to come in. So he will be brought in as the new pitcher. Fernandez has thrown 39 2/3 innings, 32 walks, 45 strikeouts, and a 5.22 ERA. He's going to face Colton Wong, with the Cubs leading by 8 in the top of the 9th inning. 1-2 is the count. Fernandez looking for the sign. And here's the pitch. And a drive into right. Coming in fast is Hayward. He makes the catch. That is out number 2. Cardinals down to their final out, sending up Paul Goldschmidt here in the top of the 9th inning. With 2 outs, 2 men on, 2-2 count. And strike 3 is called. So Fernandez gets him with the sinker to end the game. The Cubs win this game 10-2, and they have just guaranteed themselves of a 500 record this season. The Cubs getting 10 runs on 11 hits with no errors. The Cardinals getting 2 runs on 9 hits with no errors. The player of the game is the Cubs' Blake Snell. He improves to 5-1. He threw 6 innings of 4-hit, 1-run baseball with 1 walk and 5 strikeouts. The Cardinals' Alec Mills suffers the loss. He went 4 2/3, allowing 8 hits, 6 runs, all earned, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, and a home run allowed. So the Cubs improving to 81-80, while the Cardinals dropping to 92-69. So thank you for watching Replacement Player Baseball.